knitting. Hi, that like ends abruptly.
I don't think so. I think you were just doing something else, but.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great. This is really strange because we haven't talked at all yet this morning. So this is
No.
like, y'all are really just going to get like a blah as quickly as I can because I only have an hour today. So I know. Hey, everybody. I'm Marley Bird. That's my best friend over there, Robin Chichula. Every time I say that, I'm like, that's my best friend. She's a real bad bitch. Like all the time I sing it in my head. I'm like, yep, that's her. I love it. Oh my gosh. I had a kind of a busy weekend. I don't know if
you were like on it this weekend.
We were really busy. You know what it is? I told you about this last week. John set up a cruise for us in like 37 days. Why do I know it's 37 days? Because every morning he proceeds to get up and tell me exactly how many days we have left until the cruise. Great. He tells me this out of excitement, and it gives me the shits because I'm like, I have so much to do before then.
Pure dread.
Pure dread. Not that I dread going on a cruise with my husband. I'm very excited about that. But if you guys know anything about me and this time in the year for my industry and our business, like this is our really busy time. And with the economy the way it is and everything the way it is, like everybody's hurting. I'm hurting. Everybody is hurting. So I'm like, I got to make sure I have like all the work done and everything. So
yeah,
every day is a maximize of the productivity that I can get. So I feel like I'm literally always talking about how I have all the plates spinning all the time, but I feel like I'm spinning plates and I'm juggling balls at the same time. Yes, I said balls. So it's just what it feels like. But I've been taking little moments to, how do I say this? You and I both know, like I'm an all in, like if I'm going to do a pattern, I'm doing it all in, I'm doing it all right now. And I don't take a break. Right. And that's just not going to work for what I have to do right now. So I'm giving myself time limits. Like I'm like, I have 2 hours to work on this. I have 2 hours to work on this. I have 2 hours to work on this. And I'm just trying to change my mindset so that way I can do that. So part of that, because you know, I also love body doubling, I have to get that part of my office organized and put things put away. And so I thought for sure if I could have people body double me on Saturday night for 2 hours, just 2 hours, I could start to go through and organize all the stuff that I have. And while I'm doing it, like I'm looking at things that I don't remember making, things that I can see that I had not published yet. Like it's all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So, and then Josiah's down there with me, you know, he's trying to keep track of the comments because I can't see the comments as I'm working. Right. But it's fun. So we're going to do it again tonight because I know this is going to have to be broken up into 3, maybe 4 nights. And Josiah goes back to school on Thursday. Yeah. So we got through 3 of the 8 bins on Saturday night. So we're going to try and get through more tonight. But I got that done. I got the sleeve video done for the You'll Be Styling, which it's just a real basic video because I think people they weren't sure how to pick up stitches for the sleeves. So I just showed how to do that. I mean, other than that, it's decreasing. It's knitting and decreasing. Like I'm like if you've made an entire sweater at this point, you should know how to do that. Like I should not have to walk you through how to do that. So I got that video done and I got that up. And then I worked on my sweater some more because I'm just trying, that's another one. I'm trying to give myself 2 hours to work on just plain stockinette. And then I've got to move on to work on something else. And then I started working on the projects for this and that, made the decision of when this and that is going to happen, made the decision what the projects are going to be, writing those patterns out. So worked on that. I ordered some crochet hooks on Amazon because as I was working, I was just surfing through YouTube and Instagram and stuff like this. And there are so many people out there who are buying hooks from Amazon and like doing like reviews. And I was like, you know what? But there's none of these hooks, what the ones they're reviewing, none of them are really the ones that like I would have picked. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get on Amazon. I'm going to fill up my Amazon store with the ones that I'm like, these, I kind of like these. I'm going to pick these. And then I ordered a variety. I ordered a lot, actually. They aren't even all open. I ordered them so that way we could talk about them and I can tell you what I like or don't like.
Because I do the exact same thing when I go on Amazon to order hooks. And
like,
then
I don't even know. I haven't even opened them.
No.
Yet.
Like,
so we're like getting real review.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought we would do. So instead of like a lunch and learn, I guess kind of is a lunch and learn, but we're just going to look at some crochet hooks. And I bought the one that was like, this was the #1 seller set.
Okay.
And all I could imagine all these beginner crocheters going out there being like, oh, that says it's the #1. It's what everybody needs. So I was like, let's get it and look at what it is. Is it worth it?
Now I will say that when we dive in, because you know I am the engineer, we need to compare them against something.
Okay.
Because you can't just talk about it. Like
no. So I have some crochet here.
Well, no. I mean like the hook. Like we need to talk about like what the test hook is going to be and then compare it off of that hook. Because like when I buy hooks, I have a favorite. And so I compare everything to my favorite.
Okay.
So and my favorite hook is 100% not what's in your hand.
I know. Yours is a clover. I know. Yours is a clover, which is funny
because that matters, right? Like when you're talking about hooks, right? It matters. Because it matters that like what would be perfect for you is not perfect for me. And especially for beginners, because they might not know that. And they'd be like, oh no, crochet never works for me. And it could be just be like, oh, you just need something different. Because it should be enjoyable for everyone. Can you tell that I'm like, all right, Marley, you hit my hot button issue. I have problems.
We're going to talk about hooks. You know what? I mean, clearly I have so many hooks. Hold on. These aren't even all
I can't believe how fired up I get. You just mentioned that. And I'm like, blah, 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 blah.
I know, but like I like hooks. Like I like them. And when I realized that I could different hooks or like hooks with handles, especially because my hands are cramping so bad.
Yeah, mine doesn't.
I've tried so many different ones, but I've tried plastic ones. And then those of you who might not know, like I was the ambassador or the spokesperson for Red Heart Yarns. So I learned how to crochet with a boy hook. And I think that when you tend to pick what kind of hook you like, whether it's a boy or a Susan Bates or an inline or kind of a curved one, it's usually what you learn to work with. And because I worked as I did with Red Heart, who owned Susan Bates, I had to start using Susan Bates hook, which now I really like them. But what I noticed is I just crochet slightly different when I have an inline hook versus when I have like a rounded hook. And that's the big difference. Like if I would have never started working for Red Heart, I never would have given myself the time to learn that, right? Because why would I? I like a boy hook. I'm a boy fan. Now I can choose either one. And so I like that. I'm able to choose a boy hook or a Susan Bates hook, but I am more often than not now picking a Susan Bates because I like the way they feel. Why?
I don't know. She's going on. So like, she'll go and I'll make her show you guys, like show you, because what she's talking about, the difference is like in the shape of the hook. Where it says Susan Bates and Boyd, those were like the beginning hooks that everybody, that was the only thing that was really available in the 80s and the 90s. And then stuff started to trickle in after 2000, where you got lots of different ones. But like, we'll make Marley show you the difference between the two, so then we're all on the same page when we talk about them. And we definitely should say like inline, you know, versus like, we know what Bates and Boyd, but like any newbie doesn't have any idea. We just sound like crazy people.
Right. So I thought I could talk about that kind of stuff. Sorry, I had put this down and it rested on top of my keyboard and I was like, what is going on? And it disconnected me. So anyways, I grabbed a bunch of different, I just ordered a bunch of different hooks. I put them all in my Amazon store. I put the Amazon store. It's linked in the video description box. So hopefully everything we're going to talk about today should be in that store. If it's not, I'll add it. So if you're interested in getting it for yourself, you guys can grab them. But that's my goal. So as far as like what the standard is to use, let's talk about the inline versus the, what are they, like, what is a boy? What do you call it? Like inline versus a curved?
I call it curved.
Yeah, I call it like rounded. It's like rounded.
Yeah.
And then we could talk briefly about, you know, wood versus aluminum versus plastic, because I don't know how many times I have purchased these Crystalite plastic ones in the smaller sizes before I knew what I know now, and then I'd break up because you don't know, because they're pretty and they're cool and they had so many colors. I broke so many of these sons of guns. And I mean, that was actually one of the first things when I started working for Red Heart. I told them that I loved the hook in general because of the colors, but I hated the hook because I broke them all the time. Same thing with their locking stitch markers. Don't buy them. They break all the time. And I'm okay saying that. I told them that too. I'm like, I won't use these in videos. It's every time I use them, they seem pliable the first time you use them. If you go back, they break all the freaking time. Clover or the ones from like Knit Picks, those were great. But the Crystalite locking stitch markers from Susan Bates, don't waste your money.
Wow.
Don't waste your money.
I never
used they break all the time. Oh, they're terrible.
Isn't this funny? Like the things you're like, well, I don't know, I've never used that.
Well, when you work for a company and then, you know, of course they want you to use their products, but there were some products that I literally refused to use. I was like, I'm not going to recommend this to people. I'm just not. So if you guys are game for that, we're just going to jump in. We will come back to the whole furls conversation. Okay. So we'll come back to that. I mean, I can jump in and tell you I'm not a fan, not because of them as a company or anything like that. It's the style of hook. I don't like them. But that's my own preference. And I'm also a different crocheter than Robin. I crochet pencil hook. Robin crochets like a knife. And so that's going to be a big thing here now. Okay. So let me change my camera view. Sorry, Robin, we didn't get into how your weekend was, but we could always, you can join me on tonight's chat if you want to. We could kind of discuss things as I'm going through patterns. You know, you want to.
Maybe. Let's just say back to school season is hit. And so I have a meeting every single night and I can't keep it all straight. It's like, you need to come to this to learn this new policy. And you need to come to this to learn, you know, for this. And I'm like, I'm struggling. I'm trying to get the information, but I struggle so hard.
That's so hard. All right. Can you see me?
I can see you.
Let me see if I can.
Other way around.
I'm going to try. Play
this game again.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I don't know. Give me a second. We're going to find it. I don't know how to make it so that I'm the big one and you're the small one.
That's what we want. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to remove you. Hold on. I'll bring you back. I promise. I wonder. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wondered if I had to be the first one in and then we got you. Yeah. All right. We got you now. You're in.
I like it.
Okay. So hello, everybody. Welcome to my desk of possibilities. Okay, I'm gonna try and let's move my microphone over here. Can you guys still hear me? There's so much going on here. I mean, here, I'm gonna just give you a look at this. Like this is crazy.
I like that it's the desk of possibilities. I think everybody should call their desk that from now on. It's just the desk of possibilities. That makes me feel a lot better than
hilarious. Josiah wants to do a video of how many skeins of yarn can I put on my mom's desk before she realizes. And I said, babe, I don't even know where you would put it at this point. Like there's already so much yarn and stuff here. I just don't know what to say. All right. So, I mean, I've got hooks. I got so many hooks, y'all. Let's give a quick rundown. First off, if you didn't watch the video, you missed this. Our lovely fan, June Milano, I think is it Milano? Yeah, Milano, sent me these Christmas stitch markers that she sent to me before Slay the Holidays, and they got lost underneath all of my stuff. I didn't know I had them until I was cleaning. But look at these stitch markers. They are gingerbread men and candy canes.
Are the cutest things.
I wish I had these to start. I probably would be done with my sweater. These brought me so much joy when I opened the package on Saturday night. I was like, these are the bomb.com. Like these are so great.
That was so I wanted to show you that. That's so sweet.
She made my freaking day. She can make me anything she ever wants and send me any sort of stitch markers because they are the greatest. Okay, so we are gonna. I know it's blurry, but it's because I'm gonna pick this up so that they are in line. Okay, this is a boy hook. So a boy hook, you can see it's very rounded at the hook portion. Okay, so you have the hook, you have the shaft portion, you have your thumb hold, and then this is the end of the hook, right? So a boy hook has a very rounded hook. Can you see that? Okay. Yeah. It's kind of a little bit of a point here at the front, but not super pointy. And it's definitely not very pointy here. Like it's not a very sharp, pointy hook. Okay. So that is a boy hook. That is a rounded hook. An inline hook or a Susan Bates hook is a very sharp, pointy tip here. You can see that the hook portion, it's like inline. It's much deeper than the rounded hook here. Can you see that? Like the throat of it has a deeper inline portion right there that it goes into. The tip portion right here, it's a little bit pointier. It's thinner. You've seen me grab at stitches like this before, and I find it easier to do that with these types of hooks. Again, it does have, the hook, the throat, the thumb hold, all of this. Like all of this is pretty standard, but that is an inline hook. So if we're talking about inline versus rounded or Susan Bates versus boy, tapered. So this is a boy and this is Susan Bates.
So we'll say tapered and inline. That's the two things that we're going to be discussing.
Right. This one is not a boy hook, it's not a Susan Bates hook, but you can see it's also very, very inline, right? It's inline. Okay. So those are the big things. Basic hooks. So I just showed you the boys and the Susan Bates, but you will find that there are even like Addie hooks. So these are Addie's hooks. They have handles on them, like the brand Addie, but the hook itself is like a boy. Can you see that? It's like a boy. All right. Whereas you have what I just showed you here. This is a Laurel Hill hook. You can see it's in line. Here's one that's really interesting. This is just a rosewood. It says rosewood hook. It's a very pointy right there, like super pointy at the tip. Not really super inline, but kind of, but it has a very rounded, like head to it. So it is nowhere near like pointy like that one. So it's kind of like this in between, right? Whereas here is another Laurel Hill, very pointy, inline, nice little sharp edge. Here's I think this is Candy Hook or something like that from, I think, Furls. I would call that inline. Would you? Because, it looks closer to that than it does to that.
Yeah.
Sort of this in between. The difference here, one thing I want you to notice is on this one, so you have the hook portion, you have the is this the shaft?
Yeah.
But there isn't a thumb hold per se as far as like a flat portion. Right, it would be this area down here. It's very bulbous. Okay. Mm-hmm. Which if you are a knife holder like this, you hold your hook like this, that might be really nice and comfortable. For me, as a pencil holder, holding this, my hand is always slipping down, like always slipping down like this, and it drives me nuts. So then I end up holding it up here, and it throws off my gauge completely.
Right. It's too hard.
Yeah. It is. These are not, I just cannot get into these. Now, I think I bought some hooks that are similar to these so we could see them. So there's that. Here is, I think this, I don't remember what this is, but it's another style hook, clearly. It's very, very tiny. It looks like it's a boy type hook, but you can see the handle. It's very flat. The thumb portion, you know, whether you're a pencil or a knife or a pencil, it's a comfortable hold. Has a little bit thicker back here in the butt portion area, so you kind of have something to grab onto either way. It's a comfortable, I have no idea what hook that is, but there's that. The dots hooks are somewhere around here. I don't have them out here. They're in a drawer somewhere. I don't know. I don't use them. I'm just going to be blunt. I don't use them.
Which is funny. I use the dot hook all the time.
Yeah, I don't use them because, and I'll explain why I don't use them. It's not because I don't like them. It's because you guys will notice I'm always using these, and there's a reason why. I'll show you why.
You use the big
I do. So here's a tulip hook. Again, the thumb rest area, it's really flat. It's all of this is the same size down here and down here. It's like a boy, but there is like not very much in that area right there.
Yes.
Does that make sense? Like there's like when I try and use these hooks, I cannot grab my yarn. Like it doesn't grab my yarn. It's always slipping. My hook is always slipping out. I end up cursing at it and I find a new hook. So as much as people
is why you don't like the dots, because tulips and dots are the exact same hook.
I do not like them. I do not like them.
I'm letting you know right now. The tulips and dots are the exact same hook. They're my favorite. They are my go-to. I have like 12 sets of them.
Yeah.
So it's
all right. So here's another.
It is all with my hold, because I see how like there's like where you would rest your thumb, that like thumb holder. That's what I need to crochet. That's where my thumb rests.
Okay. So
but obviously when you're a pencil hold,
mine's on here.
You do that. Yeah.
But no, see, mine's right there. I need that rest right there. And I need it here. So you might be like, oh, well, why don't you like this? Because you're holding it down here. No, but look at the position of where my hook, like it's where from here to here.
Yeah.
It's a completely different hold.
Yeah.
It's a completely different hold. So yeah, I get that. Here's another Addy hook. So these are the Addy swing hooks that are supposed to be ergonomical. Clearly, I don't use them, like they're all dusty. They're supposed to be great for pencil because you have that little grippy thing there, like what you were just talking about, or knife. Again, same idea. You have a big old grip that you can have down here.
Right.
And they're fine. I just find there's more weight down here than what I need. So it does feel like it's swinging in my hand too much. It is a boy hook portion down here. So as much as I don't mind these, I can use it. They are not my go-to. All right. So those are the big ones so far. I'm going to continue on with the ergonomical side. I had told Susan Bates, because I told them I would use their hooks, but I have to use them with this handle. Okay. This right here, guys, this is from Touche Crochet, only available on Etsy. Let me give you an affiliate link before you guys click anything. I have no affiliation with her. I don't even know who she is. Like I've never talked to her or anything. I just saw these. I thought they were really pretty and I've ordered them and I love them. This shape particular, because she's got several different shapes, but this shape particular where I have like the little knobby thing down here is good. Anyways, the reason I'm telling you that, so Susan Bates was okay with me using their hook with this handle, but then they went on a mission to try and find a more ergonomic handle. And so then they came out with this. And this is their, I don't even know what it's called. I can't remember what it's called anymore. It's like an interchangeable crochet hook, but it's got a nice bigger handle, which technically, yes, it's a bigger handle. I like it, but I don't like the way it feels in my hand. It just feels...
I can't express how much that is a waste of money.
I don't like the way it feels in my hand. Like I feel like it rubs right here as I'm crocheting, like plastic is rubbing right here.
Nope.
I just don't like it.
I don't like
so I don't use this.
Nope. That one you can
I don't use this.
Don't use that one.
So I don't use that.
So you have her who holds it like a pencil and I hold mine like a knife.
Yeah.
And we both agree. No, thank you.
It just is not comfortable. It is just not comfortable.
No, neither of us think.
Right. So then again, ergonomic, like these are touche. Yeah, I have lots of touche. I bought some, I think this was from a company called Leather and Company. Here's the thumb rest right down there. And I have all of this down here. I actually don't mind this, which you would think I would hate it because of what I told you with this. I don't mind this. Something about this allows me to still have wonderful gauge, and it's very comfortable.
It's so fascinating to me how far back you hold your hook from
only when it's on these,
which is wild to me because I would never
like on here
way back.
I like to have a thumb hold area, right? So if I'm holding one of these, I'm holding it here. But if I'm holding this one, clearly I can't hold it on that. So I have to hold it back here, which is why I still prefer these, because the thumb rest on this is like right around here. And this is not too far back that this is just extremely comfortable to me. Extremely comfortable.
Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. I also bought these. See, I think that is a tulip sort of hook.
Yeah.
There. They aren't bad. They're a little bit, as far as like the shape wise, it feels like they're just a little bit thicker than this. So I still get cramps, but they're pretty. So I like those. I bought a whole set of those. Kind of going back with the Leather, like there were all sorts of different types that she had done. So I tried a bunch of different ones and I don't mind these. Like I like them. Notice that the ones I got, I always got the ones that were behind the thumb grip. Because when I got the ones, they're a little bit closer. Look at this one. This one's pretty. I don't dislike this one. It's extremely comfortable. I think like having this bulbous area back here and this, like, it's just, this is like my hand, my finger fits like right there so well. Like this is so, I could crochet all day long with this. So clearly I like when I found that there were more ergonomic ones that weren't just the big bulb. You know what I mean? You remember that big, I think it was a Susan Bates, or no, it was a boy, like a big bulb thing you could put on your hook and make it. And then I've seen people use like tennis balls or make their own, which is fine if that's what you want to try. But when I found that I could get things like this, I was like, oh yeah, like that's pretty. It's comfortable. It's not too heavy for my hands. So I have quite a bit. And then when I found out, you could get them in colors. Of course I got all the colors, people. I mean, are we shocked here, really? Like, I was just like, yes, like, oh, I love this shape right here. That is my jam.
It's so funny because I cannot express enough how much I hate everything about what you're showing. Like, which cracks me up, right? Like, we both hate the same thing, but your favorite and my favorite are 100% on our
wildly different.
We would never use it list. Right. It's wild.
So
it's wild. We're completely opposite.
Right. The hard part about these is you'll notice they're like boy hook areas. And so when I use these, I have to adjust how I crochet a little bit. So I can't go from like this to this, right? I have to adjust the way I crochet.
Yeah. I just want to remind everybody, just because we're giving our opinions, once again,
does not
everybody has their own opinion. These are just ours. So,
and you have to find a hook that works good for you.
Exactly. Like this is what we are screaming at each other that we both don't like whatever hook that we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's just our preferences.
Yeah. You have to find what works for you. And honestly, there are times like a hook like this one would work better for me than this one. And I won't know it until I use them. But here's a good key point here. I'm going to make this my face so you can see. Whatever you are going to use on your project, do your gauge swatch with that same hook. Because remember when I said when I use a boy versus a Susan Bates, my gauge changes with each one because I'm crocheting differently. So if I did my gauge swatch with this, here's a little tip. I always take a picture of my gauge swatch with my hook so that way I can remember because otherwise I'll forget. I know that I have to crochet my project with this hook. I can't change it. Otherwise, my gauge changes completely. So there's just a little tidbit there. Okay, let me find my little button. Okay, so let me get this here. So you can see there's a variety of hooks here.
Right. Before you open anything, you can see what Marley's preferences are, and mine are the opposite. So when we start talking about other hooks, you have, again, it's all about the baseline. What is your baseline?
Yeah. Right.
All right. Now,
we didn't even talk about these.
Marley, I'm telling everybody online, just throw them out. There is no reason to have those plastic hooks. Just throw them out.
They're the only ones that I can find for that big size. I mean, I have a few now. Like I have this.
Yeah, there's one here. There's a ton you can get online that are big and fat for the big fat projects. Because I got a ton. So, but
right now, you can see I have a ton of these. Well,
it was the only thing that we could get.
Well, was a the boy one, and then this one, and then this one. Like there's a variety of plastic right there, right? But you notice I don't have any other plastic, or other than here's another one of these ones. Again, I don't like it. My hand drops down, so I don't use it. But I am an ergonomic kind of girl. I like big handles because they're just very comfortable for me. Okay, so are we good there? While I'm putting these away, do you want to look at the questions and see if there are any questions you can answer?
Everybody agrees with me because you're not looking at anything. Everybody agrees with me.
Okay, thank you. That's fantastic. That is the best. That is honestly so awesome.
That's why you have me here.
I know, right? I know. So here's another furls hook. This was a CGOA one from 2018.
Now pause. So there's lots of different shapes and sizes. The other thing you have to consider, which was what we were trying to talk about, is what they're made of. The big difference, I'm telling you, plastic is not worth your time.
No, plastic sucks.
I'm sorry, just it's not worth your time.
No.
If you are crocheting like a sweater, and what is your go-to between wood and aluminum, Marley?
Aluminum all day long.
Me too.
All day long. It's too wood is too slow for me. If I'm using wood, I'm usually using it if I'm using like a silk yarn or a yarn that's extremely slippery. Or if I just I can't find one of my other hooks. I don't use wood very often at all because it's too slow for me. I don't know how else to say it. And that's the same with crochet or knitting needles. I don't use knitting needles because they're too slow for me. And Marley, I break them.
Yeah, is 100% right. The wood versus aluminum.
Wait. Say that again. Again. I like hearing
Marley is 100% right. This is exactly what I was going to say. Is just to like in your head, unless you're using silk,
this is comfortable.
Wood is not going to be helpful for you because it's just going to slip off. And especially if you're a beginner, it's not right.
It's difficult. It makes it hard.
Yeah, it's really. But if it's super silky, you want a little bit of give, a little bit of grab. Otherwise, you want to head to an aluminum. Now,
you know what? I'm going to do this. These two hooks
ones are very, very pretty.
Let's give these two away. At the end of this podcast, I'm going to have you guys leave a comment. We'll choose a winner next week, and I'll send you these two hooks. I don't want them, and they're furls hooks. So if you guys want them, we'll send them to you. All right. So I'm going to put them in. I'm putting them in my holder. So when I forget where they are, somebody tell me. But we're going to give these away.
Yeah,
because I don't want them. I don't need them, and we'll give those.
I will say, like everything we're talking about today is regular crochet. Tunisian crochet. That's don't get me started. Different. That's a whole nother subject. Because I have so many opinions on that. You guys do not want to hear it. I will bore you.
All right. So I'm just trying to get all of these put in here. I usually have them in here all organized so that I know what I want, where I can get it and all that. But sorry, I'm just trying to get them. These are so pretty. I haven't pulled these out to look at them like this in so long. And that is, if that does not scream Marley Bird to you, I don't know what does.
I really don't know. That is you.
That is so me. That is so me. All right, I can't fit them in here right
and
now.
Then just like let's describe our personalities. This is Robin as like
This what? Okay.
I would like
this here.
Precision.
This is funny. Okay. So this here is the one that supposedly was one of the #1 purchased
sellers
sets. Yeah. So I'm going to try and pull it up so I can see.
And you can see why, because these are the big sizes. So finding the big sizes is hard, not like dots. I don't think dots come with the naturally all the big fat sizes, you know, like for the bigger sizes. I thought they ended. I know they don't go up to a 10 millimeter.
I didn't mind these. I liked those. And this type here that were the knitting needles, I liked those too. I don't know where my dots hooks are. Like I
have them here. They don't go up that high.
I was gonna show them, but I don't know where they are.
Don't worry.
Because I never use them.
I use them all the time. They're next to me. I have them. You don't need to see them. They're a little bit longer than the tulip, but they're exactly like the tulips. They're just longer. Like the handle is longer. But they don't go as fat. So the size throw away those. I don't want those red hearts. No, thank you.
Okay.
So the ones that you say that are the Yaris that you say that are like the most popular.
Yes.
It's because they can be fat. Like finding fat hooks sometimes is hard.
So they are in my Amazon store in my set that says crochet hooks. They're called the Yarnus. They're large ergonomic crochet hook set, 6.5 millimeter and up. And this thing sells for $10. And it's a prime thing you can get, so it's $10. So let's open it. This is what it looks like. And
so you're using this with bulky yarn. You know, think like blanket yarn, chubby. That's the kind of yarn you're going to use in with these guys.
I want to make sure I can see you on my screen. Sorry, it's going to take me just a second because I want to pull this up so I can see what these things are. Okay, so it has the container. It's like felt. It's just like it's real cheaply made. If you want a nice container, Erin Lane bags. So it's like just an envelope. Okay, reminds me of like an old money envelope my grandma used to use.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to pull this all out, and I'm still in focus, right? Okay, so we have some. It says knitting accessory. These are darning needles. They are not plastic, so that's a bonus. Like I hate plastic darning needles. So this is nice that they are not plastic. They are metal, and they look like a chibi. So they have a bent tip. They have a nice big eye here, perfect for weaving in your ends. Because we weave in our ends, we don't crochet over them. Okay, so that's I'm glad that gives you that. Wow, these are big handles.
Yeah, no, chubby.
I like these.
Yeah, I
didn't realize they were this big.
Yeah, they're really chubby.
Okay, so they are plastic
in the handle.
Is what
obviously they're aluminum
in the handle, which is what I didn't like about this. They're a little bit more grippy plastic than this one. Is that normal? Is that just
so they're like they're exactly like the dots hooks.
Okay, they feel good though. They have a little bit of weight to them. These are not bad. I would use these. These are not bad.
Yeah.
Look at me. I can throw out my plastic ones, guys. So clearly I just got some big ones right here.
Thank goodness.
So this makes sense with the rise of amigurumi and how popular that is, that these would be really great. They do have some weight to them. I am going to tell you, like, if you are used to just using like just one of these, it has a little bit of weight because of the added plastic portion, but not uncomfortably so. Whether you are a pencil, you can see pencil, it's not too long, right? A knife, I can grab the whole thing. It is a boy hook portion, but it's deep enough that I actually will be able to grab my yarn. Like tapered. I can come in here. Yeah. Not tapered. It's rounded. Right? Oh, tapered. Yeah. Inline. Oh, sorry. But yeah, I mean, that's a comfortable hook. Okay. I can see, I mean, for $10, that's a steal.
It is. And it is exactly what I bought to make all of the when we were doing the amigurumis. That's what I used. Those big fat guys.
Okay.
With the blanket.
I wonder if these are the ones I was talking about. All right. So okay. These are not breaking. They're not breaking. These might be good. Like, look at that. They have a lot of flexibility. So these might be good.
Like, it's just nice that they come with a little bit of those extra things, because I'm always losing my needles.
Well, not only that, as beginners, like one of the things I always say in my beginner tutorials, if you guys don't already know this, I don't know where you've been, but I love stitch markers because I think it's a really great way to indicate where you need to put your hook, especially for beginners that are trying to count their rows or their rounds and they don't know where to put their hooks. So having those on hand where somebody's going to take a beginner course or beginner video and say, I have the yarn, I have my hook, I have a darning needle now, and they're ready to get started. Absolutely worth $10. Abso-freaking-lutely worth $10. Like, if you have a kid in your life who is like, I want to learn how to make amigurumi, and you wanted to go get some amigurumi, like some blanket type yarn or something, get this for $10 and all this, like, absolutely, that's a great gift. I'm shocked. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like, I'm shocked at how much I like this. This is good.
I mean, I found them very easy, but it is true. If you are used to using the plastic ones are so much lighter.
Oh, so much lighter.
They are going to be very heavy.
These ones are so much lighter.
I find it easier to work with, but your hands might get tired.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely worth $10. Yarnus. So it's linked in my Amazon store, you guys, in the crochet hook. I don't know what that's called. Like,
so they basically start at like a K and then they go to like an N.
Yeah.
So it's like a 6.5 to a 10.
Yeah.
But once you get to those big fat numbers, they're funny numbers. You have to go by the millimeters.
That's funny. Hey, so we're off to a good start. That's good. Okay. This one here was another second up, one of the best sellers. So this one sold for $12.99, and not gonna lie, I got it because it was black and white. I just finished watching Wednesday, the first part of the season, and I was like, oh, let's go with this one. So this is AEELIKE. It says a 31-piece crochet hook set. Now they're counting each one of the stitch markers as a piece. So this is $12.99. It is also something you can get with Prime. So let's look at this one. Okay, so this is just a basic knit. I don't know, like, it's like, it almost feels like woven, but it's just a knit bag, like a pencil bag. I like this, which, by the way, we're at back to school time. This is a great time to go to the Target and stuff to get a pencil bag and use it. Okay. Ooh, these look like the kind you like.
They look like tulips to me.
They look like tulips. Okay, so we'll look at those in a second. So let's see what everything we got here. So we have the bag. I like the bag. Not a bad bag at all. Like, it's not bad quality at all. Stitch markers, they look like they're the exact same stitch markers that we just had, and they don't look like they're breaking immediately, so that's not bad. Again, I like the fact that there are stitch markers. This is something the other one didn't have. Little nips, which is really handy, and I think that these are spoon if you can actually take these on a plane, because there's like a restriction of how big the blade can be, but that's nice. You need me to open these? Am I in focus? I don't know if I am. So
because, like, sometimes these little guys are so sharp, it's like, do not lose. It's like two razor blades. Do not lose the cap.
Yeah, let's see how sharp they are. So I have some yarn over here. I'm going to see. Well, so they're not the greatest quality, but they work. And that's acrylic. So you guys all know how hard it is to cut or break acrylic. Yeah. Okay, so not the best, not the reason I'm buying this. How about that? They're a nice little addition, not the reason I'm buying it. Okay, love this.
I really like
I love that there are so many options here. Now, I could do without this container. I think it could be a better container, but look at all these different sizes for all the different yarns that we're using. So they're all different eyes. They are blunt in the front, so they are not chenille, which you guys know I like chenille, which are like these really, really, really pointy
ones.
Here, let me do this and then do this. Is that in focus?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so these are the chenille ones I like to bury in my ends, and then these ones here are very blunt tip. Okay, you see the difference? But I like that there's a variety here. That's nice. Absolutely nice.
I'm always happy to have some more.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's a winner right there. $12. So it's only like $3, $12.99. So it's what is that? $2 more? $2 more than the other one, and you get all of those. I'm winning so far. Yeah. Okay. Let me come back out. Okay. So all the hooks. So these are the smaller hooks than the other ones we looked at, but you get a lot more hooks. Okay. Yeah, these remind me. Okay, so again, they're plastic. It's a plastic handle. Oh, I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling. They lost me at the hooks because I cannot stand this handle. Because it's going to rub. I mean, like I'm doing this, right? Like I'm doing this as I'm crocheting. It's going to rub right there, and I'm going to get a rub mark right here. So they lost me at the hook. And well, yeah. Can you hear them?
Because you don't like them because they're tulips.
But it's the plastic. Hold on. Let me grab a hook here. Let's grab 5. I'm actually using a 6 on this one, I think. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I am not 5.5. Here you go. Yeah, look right here. I can already feel it rubbing right there. Oh God, no. No, this is an immediate no for me. Immediate no. You want me to send these to you?
I mean, yeah, I'll use them because they look exactly like my tulips. I mean, I can't feel over the screen, but
like if I were holding it like you, like this, yeah, look, it's not rubbing on any particular area of me.
Right. I mean, you're holding it like a pencil. So you have a completely different than I do when I crochet.
So if I wanted to, I mean, this isn't bad. I could do this. This is not bad. That's very comfortable. Okay. All right. Okay. That's very comfortable. They're winning me back. If I hold my hook differently.
Yeah. If you hold it,
they're very comfortable. Yeah. But if I have a pencil grip,
how like ambidextrous you are that you can just switch your holds.
Yeah.
My brain I can even do it. Stops and goes, how am I supposed to do that?
I mean, so if we were going to go left-handed, which is funny, left-handed, I have to hold like a knife. I'm a little bit slower, but I could do it. It's comfortable. Oop. I have to turn my hand more.
You have to, yeah, the way you're throwing it has to be different when you're doing left hand, but you're making my brain.
No, it's anyways, I could do it. Okay. If you're a pencil grip, I don't recommend. They hurt. Like they're going to rub this raw. It would be like having a pebble in my shoe walking on it all day long. But if you're a knife grip, absolutely would recommend these. Absolutely. I could do this. This is comfortable. I might keep these, Robin. Sorry. Just so that I could do. I mean, that's very comfortable. They slide very nicely. I'm using, this is Hirschner's worsted heathers yarn. I figured it was a good yarn to choose for today. And if you're looking for this or that, like this is a big Easter egg. So this is very nice. I like that. Comfortable. The hook is not non-existent more than, I mean, I've seen some others where the hook portion down here is so non-existent that I can't grab anything. But look, I can get my worsted weight yarn in there and it's holding. Can you see that? So I like these. Yeah, I would say these are winners if you are a knife holder.
Yeah. If you hold it like me.
A very, very affordable, great intro hook for ergonomic. I mean, because these are ergonomic, because these would not be ergonomic. These would be considered ergonomic. That's the one thing about the tulip. They're considered more ergonomic. Did you know that? I learned that when I was with Red Heart. They were talking to me about it. Anything with the handle is considered more ergonomic.
Only if you are a knife holder. Like, it's not ergonomic in any way, shape, or form if you are a pencil holder.
No, it's just a bigger handle. Anyways, I like these. I would say if you are a knife holder, those are a win. That's this whole thing. $12.99.
And what I would say is that they are reasonable to Dot's hooks, but like,
yeah,
it all depends on how heavy they are, how they compare to the Dots.
I don't need to put that back in there. I would say this is a winner. I would say that's a winner. Okay. Kind of sticking with the same theme here. So these ones, I got them because they reminded me of the red tulips that are so expensive. If you like go to the store and stuff and buy them.
Oh.
These are called OYEUYID red crochet hooks is all it says. They are $8.96. So very, very affordable. Immediately, it's just a plastic case, you know, nothing big. Again, like a pencil case. How do I open it? Over here. Okay, so little snaps. Same type of handle. I will say the crease here of where the plastic, let me see here. Hold on, let me see here. Okay, where the plastic mold had met, this one is a lot smoother than the black ones we just played with. It's not as pronounced, so that's nicer. Down here, it still has a little bit of the gunk on it. The hook portion, let me hold them all up here. The hook portion is more boy hook. Look at that, because they are definitely deeper than what we had talked about before, being more, let me find it. Where did I have it? What the heck did I do with it? Anyways, those are definitely boy hook. Those are tapered. Tapered. Mm-hmm. The finishing is a little bit rough. Like I bet it will eventually come off the red. I bet it will come off as if you crochet a lot. So they're not high quality, but they're nice. Like if you're like, oh, I'm going to try those out. Not bad. You guys want me to crochet with one? Let me crochet with one. I'll do both.
I just feel like if you're going to buy like a whole set, buy the Dots.
Yeah.
Because the Dots come in different colors, so it's much easier to figure out what hook you've used. Like I don't like, it's hard for me when like all the hooks are the same color.
Okay, immediately here again, the handle is a no-go for me.
Right.
With my hand
like this.
Right for you. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So immediately, if you're a pencil holder, I say no.
Out of focus again, but it doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm sorry. So immediately, if you are a pencil holder, I say no. If you are like this,
I think you're a knife, you'd be fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
I think they're fine.
Yep, they're absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. If you're somebody who rotates like this a lot, like if you're a knife and rotator, it allows you to do that. They're not so long that they're interrupting with your palm of your hand, you know? Like I know that sometimes if a thing is too long, and I don't know, they bother me if I'm a knife holder. Yeah, this isn't bad. If you're a knife holder, which most of everybody is, it's not terrible. What?
That almost all of us.
It's true. Well, it's, you know, I think mainly it's kind of like who taught you and how that you were taught. Cause like my grandma taught me. And so she was a pencil holder. And so that's how I learned. Now, only reason I can do a knife hold is because I'm also a knitter, and that's how I hold my knitting needles.
Yeah. Yes, I hold my knitting needles and my crochet needles and my Tunisian needles all the exact same way.
Yeah. So I could do both. Yeah. Not my favorite, but if you're looking just to get something different, and
$9 for a whole set is very cheap.
Yeah.
So
yeah, extremely cheap.
If you need something for the airplane, that's definitely an easy.
Oh yeah, that's a good call. It's a good call for sure. Yeah, not bad. I'm not going to take the time to organize these, but so there's that. These are $8.96, and they are a prime also. All right, so I'll organize those. I think they probably fit in that where they're all in order. Okay, so we have 3 more that I bought. I didn't buy a whole bunch, guys. I just bought a few, but I don't know what these are. Okay, so this says wooden crochet hook set, gifts for her, hooks only. Okay.
All right. You're out of focus.
I know. I'm sorry.
There you go.
Okay. Gifts for her, hooks only. Okay. Notice I pulled out, these are my scissors I don't use for my yarn or anything like that. Like I do, I cut.
The ones that you open with and the ones that you cut your yarn with.
Yeah. All right. Well, what do we think? What's the consensus? Do we think I'm going to like these or no? I have no idea.
It's hard to tell. I mean, they're all wooden.
Right. Let's pull this back a little bit. Am I still in focus?
Yeah.
All right. So they're all wooden. Let's see. They aren't like super heavy. I mean, as they're in my hand, like they have some weight because they're wood.
And they got the big fat ones, which is always nice to find.
Yeah. Okay, so I can't hold it like this again because that would be like the furls problem for me. So I'd have to hold back here, which is not, it's not terrible. It's not too far back for me.
It'd be okay for the bigger sizes. Little sizes it wouldn't work well.
Yeah, I'd probably struggle with that. It has inline. I'm going to come closer. Okay, so it's inline hook with a really pointy tip, which I like, so I can get into stitches, especially when I'm doing like split single crochets. I love the pointier tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are not that heavy.
No,
they are not that heavy.
Very light. Yeah.
Yeah, these are not that heavy at all. What sizes? I like that the sizes too. They're not written on there. They're like, what would that be called? Like embossed in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so that's not going to wear off. That's not bad. Guys, I don't hate them. I don't hate them at all. Hold on. Let's keep going here. Let's find a size. Look at them. They have the big one too. Look at me. I can probably get rid of my plastic ones because I have all these big ones now.
Get rid of the plastic.
Totally not planned.
Crochet a few stitches.
Comfortable.
See what you think.
Okay. Let me grab. So I'm sticking. This is an eye. That's what I've been using. 5.5 millimeter. Yeah. So I have to hold it down. So if I hold it down here, I can't do that. Yeah. No. I have to hold it back here, which this is not bad. I actually really like, look, the whole shaft area right here is all the same size. Like one thing I don't like is see how short that shaft area is?
Yeah.
And so sometimes if you're doing something where you have a whole lot of loops on your hook, it really gets crowded.
Yep.
So I like it when you have I like it. I like it when there's a long shaft for me to have to load it up. With stitches.
It needs, the key is it has to be a uniform shaft.
Exactly. It can't like go from small to large.
If it gets bigger, that means that your loop on your hook is getting bigger and then your tension gets all off. And again,
I like these.
I'm not a fan of big hooks, but like
I like these, Robin. They actually move very smoothly, even with this acrylic yarn.
Perfect.
Ooh, these are nice, y'all. And they aren't so pointy that they're snagging my yarn. Am I in focus at all? You need to tell me when I'm not in focus because I forget. Okay, so nothing is snagging. There's nothing that's rough. Yeah, that's a real comfortable. I could now down here, I could hold it lower with a knife. All right, let me turn. I have to get more on here. Go to knife. It's not bad at all. Feels pretty good. Like they don't feel, I'm not snagging on anything. I'm like, what am I feeling there? I'm just feeling the transition from how inclined that is up to here. Mm-hmm. It feels like it bites a little bit, but not because something's snagging on it. It's just like, it just takes a little bit to get it going there. Let's make it feel. Yeah. I like these. How much were these? I don't even know which ones they are. I probably have to look and see at my order. Let me look at my Amazon order. Okay, answer questions while I'm looking at my Amazon order so I could see which ones these are.
No questions. But yeah, I think for pencil, the way Marley holds it like a pencil, they might not be bad as long as they're smooth.
Mm-hmm.
and they don't snag the yarn. The snagging the yarn would drive me bonkers. For me, they would be a no thank you. But then again, I don't like any fat handles like that. That would hurt my hands. But again,
and see, if I don't have a fat handle, it hurts.
Exactly. It's the way you hold. It's the way you hold. It's the way that how big your hand is. Like all of that makes a difference.
All right. So these are the She Sham wood crochet hooks. They're $29.99. That's what I paid. She Sham wood crochet hooks. Yep. They're in my list here.
And that's a good price because they have the really, really fat ones and the really, really tiny ones.
Yeah. You're getting a full set here.
Yeah. You're not just ending at a K, which is what most sets do. They end at K, 6.5. But that one, I could tell that they went much fatter.
So there's a 3.5. I think that's the smallest, which that's almost an F. An F is 3.75. Well,
I wouldn't want a wood one that was really tiny. That would break.
But yeah, again, look, even all of like the shaft portion is the same. I like that part.
Which is very, especially when especially when it's smaller, because then the free loop would get so big.
Yeah. So I could absolutely see myself going for these if I was doing something where I had to pack in a lot of stitches. Now, I wonder if in there it gets at all rough, you probably could use some hard sandpaper and just, rough it out. I love how these are embossed in it, like pressed in it, like they aren't written, because that drives me nuts when I can't figure out the size of the hooks.
Oh boy.
I like these, you guys. They're not bad. None of them are rough, because if it's going to snag my yarn, I'm out. Like, no, they don't feel rough at all. They feel very nice. I'm happy with these. I'm very happy with, that's not bad at all. That one's a little bit rough down here. Not rough, like it feels like it's like imperfections in the wood. But if I'm using it for a 6, that's a big fucking, sorry. That's a big yarn. Not bad. I like these. If you're somebody who maybe you have some hooks and you're looking to get some variety, this might be a good one. It's not bad. What did I say? $29.99? That's what I paid. That's a lot of hooks for $29.99.
That's what
I think I pay like $30 for one of these, I think.
The big one.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Cool. I like that. Okay. So there's that. Let's see what else I got. Anything so far? Any other questions? I don't even know where to put all these. Where am I going to put all my hooks, you guys? I'm going to have to get something.
Here, I don't know. You're going to need a lot more bins.
I know. I'll put them in there for now. Okay. What do we got here? Okay, I got to hurry here because I'm going to be done. Handmade ergonomic wood carved yarn tool green. I don't know. Oh, okay. Green ones.
I'm sure you were like, "Ooh, these are green."
I probably was. Oh, they aren't just green. They're like teal. Yeah. I'm going to say yes immediately. Unless they like stain my hand. All right, let me look and see how much I paid for these. $29.98. $29.98.
You get less hooks.
Yeah.
Than the last
fewer
one.
Hooks, but you get a color. They actually, and you know what? The wood, I'm going to say it's not as smooth, but I'm not saying it's rough. I'm just saying you feel like the texture of the wood. Does that make sense? I feel like I feel like it's rustic.
Are they
but not like it's going to snag.
Or embossed?
No, it's the same embossed. The same. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I would say yes, I like these. Let's see. Do they have any 1/2 millimeter? No. So these are full. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's no 1/2 millimeter. Here's 4. So they don't have any 1/2 millimeters.
Right. So you're not getting a full set.
No. So you're only getting the full millimeters when you get these. Where are you gonna? There you go. That's what those look like. I like them. I wouldn't say like if you're a beginner, get them. But I would say if you're somebody who's like, oh, I want to try some different hooks and you like this style, yeah, I like, again, the shaft is all the same size, like up to that point, right? That's a good distance. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Not my favorite. Not bad. I would not say don't get them. Okay. All right. One more. I don't know what one this one is. I don't know. There's so much tape. I don't know which end to open up, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so this says Touch International She something or other. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know.
My favorite part about this is that you don't even remember what they were.
No, I just put a whole bunch in my cart and purchased. Oh, are these just like the others?
They look very similar to me.
Okay, hold on. The boxes don't say the same. So they look real similar. Here are the others.
So slightly different pattern. Mm-hmm.
Slightly different patterns. Mm-hmm. Same sort of place I would hold where my thumb would go. Mm-hmm. Right? So let's see here. I mean, it feels good. I actually kind of like how there's that little bump there. That
you have something to hold on to. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a full set. If these are the ones that these were $37.99.
Okay. So they're a little bit more.
Yeah, 30. But look, oh, that's a bigger one. I mean, it is. It's so big in my hand. It's like, what? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I like that. Oh, wait, maybe not. Is it going to grab? Hold on. Oh, no, it was just, no, it's doing it again. You know what it is?
It's hitting it.
It's that. It could be the yarn. Like, these might not be good with this yarn. Because it's got so much fluff. Yep.
But your other ones that you used, you had no problem. You could go right in.
Nope, I didn't. Nope. What is going on? Why are you doing that?
So the most expensive ones say no thank you.
Expensive ones, not
no thank you to everybody.
No, I don't even think I have. Where's my end here? Let me just see. I don't think I'm liking them, you guys. Oh, I didn't even do a slip knot right. What the heck? Can I even do? Oh, it's like, there's a snag. Mm-hmm. It's rough right there. Mm-hmm. So I would definitely have to sand that out. Who wants to do that? Mm-hmm. No. And that's a 5. Like, that's one of the most common. Yeah, it's a snag right there. Wonder if I can send these back.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah. For $37.99. I don't, that lost me. So mm-hmm. Nope. As much as they are pretty and I like the handle, and maybe it's just a one-off, like none of the others.
It might be, and that's the hard thing about wood, because you think about manufacturing them, that is not easy to do.
No.
You know?
Yeah, it might just be a one-off. None of these feel rough at all. None of these do. So let's try this one here while I have it. Yeah, now that feels good. It's just that it's that little snag. So there it goes to show you, if you get one where it's just one, yeah, this feels great. You get one little snag and you're in trouble. So I could just use some fine grit sandpaper and sand that out, and I'd probably be a-okay. If you get some that don't have any sort of a snag, these are nice. They actually feel really good. They actually feel really good.
Yeah.
I would use them. Are they like better than these? I mean, I don't think so. I think they're probably comparable, about the same. Like, they feel about the same. So it all depends on what kind of handle you want when it comes to these. But still nice. Still nice. So anyways, I didn't get any of the ones that are the big aluminum kind that I've seen people talking about, or the interchangeable ones. I figured I'd start with these, and then we could get those if that was something people wanted me to take a peek at, because I kind of want to try them myself. I want to give them a try. And if you look at my Amazon store, you'll see that there are some in there. Like there's a couple of plastic ones in there I wanted to try. There's some aluminum interchangeable ones. There's another inline crochet hook case set that I wanted to try. I was like, those look kind of fun. There is an interchangeable crochet hook set that resembles the Furls Odyssey. I did not buy those. You're not going to be surprised. It's because I don't like furls, and so I would not use those. But I put them in there in case anybody wants to use those. And then I put some in there, some prim ones in there. I have some prim ones that are not bad. I did put some plastic ones for people to try. I also put some ones in there that have like fun handles. I don't know how to describe them. So there's quite a few different hooks in there for you to take a peek at in my Amazon store if you want to try them out, but you kind of got an idea of what kind I like, just peeking here. And I will say the biggest shock out of all these for me is this one. For $10, I would buy this all day long.
Yeah, if you were doing amigurumi.
If I was doing amigurumi.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would buy these all day long. Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. All right, everybody. So there you go. Those are some crochet hooks that I got off of Amazon.
You know what I like even better for the stuffies? Is what I use. It has like a wooden handle, so it's not as heavy, and it has the aluminum.
Hold on, I'm trying to get you. There you go. Oh, okay.
So like, because I had to look in my thing, because like I wanted it lighter, because those heavier ones were heavy, but like these were nice.
Yeah, these wood ones, I could see myself using them. I don't know if I would like the wood for amigurumi with that polyester yarn.
You don't know until you try it.
I don't know. I'd have to give it a whirl.
You'd have to try it, you know.
But yeah, these were my big surprise of the day. So for $10, guys, I absolutely recommend this. If you are looking to give somebody like a fun set to get started with amigurumi, this is a good set to start with. I would absolutely recommend this. And then I would absolutely recommend maybe upgrading the bag, like a special bag or something. Bag from Erin Lane Bags. Like make that your special part. Like this is cool. Get some yarn and then get them a fun Erin Lane Bags bag. I recommend like the medium project bag or the twofer bag or the sock bag. They're fantastic. But there you have it. I'm pleasantly surprised. Do you want these? I'll send them to you.
I mean, sure. Okay. I always like to keep extras around, especially if
I'm going to keep these ones.
How to crochet.
Yeah. I did like the stuff that was added in with these ones. So that was cool. But I'll send these ones to you. Sure. All right, everybody. Don't forget to leave a comment. And next week on Monday, we will pick a winner for these two hooks. I'll send out these two hooks. Nice. And winner will get, we'll pick out two winners. Each of you will get one hook. All right.
Sounds great.
And I'll send a little note of some sort to you. So I'll put they're in this tin. So I don't forget where they are. But that's it from us today. Last thing I do want to mention, this or that. So this or that is going to be accessories. So we are going to use your stash yarn. So right now we have done so many projects over the last year that has been a lot of color work, both mosaic and stranded color work. And we all have some random bits of yarn laying around in a variety of different colors. So I want to make a couple of projects that will help you use up that yarn. So I have designed a crochet hat and a knit hat, and I am designing two other additional pieces to go with them, but I'm not going to tell you what they are, because if they don't get finished, we're going to put them something else later. But we are going to do some really great palette cleanser, quick, instant gratification projects over the course of one weekend. So over the weekend, all you would do is you're going to grab your stash yarn, grab your hook or your needles. You're going to get that pattern. I'm going to sell the pattern super cheap so that you guys can follow along with us. And then we're all going to be working on these hats together. Hopefully it'll be a hat that you like so much that you can make it for the whole family, because I'm giving it to you in 9 sizes. And we're going to do it over Labor Day weekend. So do you have to do it that weekend? No, not at all. But that's when we're just, and what I mean is that's when I'm going to release the videos. That's when the pattern will be out. That's when everybody's going to kind of be working on it together. And then that will take us right into September, where we are hitting it strong with so many different other things. But this is a great way to use up your scrap yarn so that you can justify going out and getting more yarn for more projects, right? Because it'll be like, I don't have any more yarn. It's all used.
What weight? What weight yarn?
Sport weight and worsted weight. I wrote it for both.
Fabulous.
Because we use sport weight a lot in the crochet stuff. So I wanted to be able to use that. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Sport weight really and nice. So weight. It's like 2 patterns for scrap.
Yep. And for the whole family. So there's all sorts of sizes, 9 sizes from, little baby to extra large or large man. But yeah, should be fun. Okay, guys, I have to go because I got to go take Birdie to the vet. Nothing's wrong with her. I think we have an ear infection, but
what time should everybody meet you tonight to watch you?
8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock Eastern time. 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock, just 2 hours. We will be going through what other projects we have. I'll be showing you things. You can ask questions. I'm also putting together a pile of things that I'm thinking I'm just going to sell. Like really cheap sample sale. Old patterns that I did for Red Heart that I literally can't use anymore at all. And so if you guys are thinking you might want some of those, not that they're going on sale tonight, but you'll see what's kind of coming out. But that's it. Yeah. All right, guys. Have fun. Let me know if you would like me to get more hooks and do something more like this. I want to get some of the aluminum and interchangeable ones. I want to try some of those. So do that. Leave a comment after this video. Your live comments don't count. After the video, leave a comment in the comment underneath the video. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Please share this video with others. That really helps us immensely.
If you want to see any of the hooks, don't forget Marley put a link.
Yes, in my Amazon store is down there. And if there's one that I don't have in my Amazon store, you're like, oh, you should really check these out. Send that to me. Like, send me an email or something with that, and I can check those out. Maybe I can get those and we can review them. I would love to do that. All right, I love you guys. I will see you later tonight at 8 o'clock right here on the Marley Bird YouTube channel. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.